Today was a big turnaround day. Why do I mean that? Yesterday, at this time, the CME Fed Watch tool had a 27% chance of a Fed rate cut. John Williams speaking this morning in Santiago, Chile. So it came out a bit early, reversed that whole trend. As I tape this right now, there's now a 73% chance of a Fed rate cut in December. Why? Because he said he sees room for a rate cut in the near term. Remember, I believe that the uncertainty taking over the market right now was a product of the Fed uncertainty. John Williams was not uncertain. He thinks the Fed funds rate is moderately restrictive and needs to come closer to neutral. Remember, he's president of the New York Fed. He's a very senior and respected member of the FOMC. So markets moved on that. The CME Fed Watch tool moved dramatically on that. And I think that's why you're seeing markets firm up here as the overall risk off trade, at least for now, at least for the morning, has dissipated. Now, throughout the day, we're going to get a lot more Fed speakers. We've already had Susan Collins. She acknowledged that inflation remains elevated. Okay, pretty obvious statement there. She was not committal on anything else. But we're going to get some Fed speakers today that are going to be relatively more on the dovish side, like Michelle Bowman. Now, her and Michael Barr are going to talk about bank supervision, but rates will come into the conversation as they're all over the current topics. How about Christopher Waller, a clear dove who called for rate cuts earlier than normal? How about Philip Jefferson, the vice chair, who also came out on the dovish side? And that's who's on the schedule. Remember, there's always some Fed members who make headlines that are not on the schedule. So we'll watch that throughout the day. But I think you're looking at a situation where the uncertainty about a December rate cut that took the Fed Watch tool all the way down to 27%, now has it at 73%. So a pretty dramatic turnaround.